There are two places here in the town of Auburn, New Hampshire, whose names get my attention. One is the Devil's Den. The other is Rattlesnake Hill. And there are stories about both places. In 1742, William Leach built a home in what was then Long Meadow, which is right up the way here. It's now Auburn. Mr. Leach was a deacon in the Presbyterian Church. Well, one day, Deacon Leach's dog was bitten by a rattlesnake. History does not tell us the dog's name or breed, age, or even sex, but it does tell us that the poor mutt limped away and went down the hill toward the lake and swampy land, and here the dog buried itself completely in the mud. Only its nose was above the water. And there it stayed overnight, and the next day until it got so hungry it went home to eat. And then went right back to the mud bath and buried itself again. And you know, sure enough, the dog knew the poison was leached out from the animal. And the dog went on to live a long life. Now, the Devil's Den, that's the most noted odd place in the town. And another Auburn deacon, Deacon Robert Patton, lived in a house near the den, right up this road on what is now Mine Hill. This is Mine Hill. And now the story, which is in the history of the town, is that Deacon Patton was sitting on his porch one day when two Methodist ministers came walking by. Deacon Patton was now an old man. He sat there with his chin on his cane, and the preachers asked him if they were going the right way to get to the Devil's Den. Two young clergymen were on a lark, and they were laughing, and they were going to meet the devil and face him down. The two men then asked Deacon Patton when the devil might be home, and when would be the best time to find him home if he were not there now. Well, Deacon Patton had a Scotch burr and a Scotch sense of humor. The cave dweller, he said, was always at home. And when they arrived, a wee bit of bird would fly out and greet them. Old Scratch, he said, always welcomes visitors day or night. Well, the clergyman laughed at that, and they hiked on, and when they got to the cave, as predicted, a small bird flew out from the den, circled their heads. See, the old Scotsman knew that birds lived in the cave. As for the preachers, the history tells us, they did not look in the den at all. They, in fact, ran as fast as they could back down the hill to their wagon, proving that facing the devil, in theory, may be much easier to do than facing the devil in fact.